Okay, so first of all, I hope you guys already download the rules for the briefing. I mean, the rules of this competition. Okay, so first, you got the mission of this competition is to build a prototype device that can contribute to one of the following theme. Participants are highly encouraged to build a workable prototype, a physical workable prototype, which means software, a solely software or any apps are not encouraged, are not recommended to participate. You to participate in this challenge. So these are the three themes: frontliner, distance learning, and safety measure, which is all falls within one big theme, which is pandemic. A brief description about the team. Frontliners. For the frontliners, you need to build the prototype which is able to assist the frontliners to ease their job. So build a prototype that able to enhance the safety of the frontliners. Anything that can helps the frontliners to increase the efficiency of delivering their service. The next one is distant learning. Distant learning is all the e-learnings, online learnings, including Google Classroom, everything. So you, if you choose this theme, you need to build a prototype that is able to bridge the gaps of distant learning. It means they can enhance distant learning, then can enhance the atmosphere of the distant learning. And then the third theme is safety measure. The safety measure this is you need to design a prototype that is user friendly. User friendly includes that can be used by all age. So regardless of how young the user or how old are they. And then the prototype should consider public hygiene. So you need to consider public hygiene and able to curb the spreading of the virus. Okay, so in general rules, okay, let's go. We have one question here. I have three teams that consist of special needs students who are interested to join. I think, okay, maybe we will answer. You give us a bit time to answer that question. So let us continue here first. Okay, this contest is open to all nations. So it's open to all nations to participate from age 9 to 17. So we have two categories. For those who are age 12 and below, you are eligible for junior category. And for those who are age 13 and 17, you will be in senior category. And if a team consists of at least one contestant who is age 13 and above, you are required to join senior category. Okay, you can participate as an individual, as a solo, or in a team. If a team, you need to have, you can have a member to a maximum of 3. And for both, if you join as a solo or and participate and in a team, you need to register along with an adult mentor, one adult mentor. And then the best part of this challenge is there is no restriction on the use of any controller to build a prototype. So for example, but not limited to Arduino, Maker Uno, Microbit, Lego Robotics, and Raspberry Pi. These are the common, the quite familiar controllers that at least within in Malaysia. So if you have other device that you see that which are potential to be used as a controller, feel free to use so to do so. And then also the programming language, you can use any means of programming language in order to build this prototype. Okay, so this slide is quite important. Those who are interested, they are required to follow these 4 simple steps to confirm their registration. Okay, the first step is decide whether you would like to compete as a solo or in a team. You want to be a solo player or would like to go for in a team of 3 maximum. So you decide that first. Then for contestants that would like to register as a team, you need to find your own team member before register. And it is encouraged to find a member that are able to work together to complete the workable prototype. It means you are highly encouraged to find a member who you can at least can engage, you can work together to build a prototype. Not recommended if one from another state, another one is from another state. Okay, there's a question. So when will we learn to make a robot? If you go through the rules, there won't be any workshop on teaching when to learn a robot. So you need to find out your own. So you need to choose a platform or a device that is that's a familiar, that you're already familiar and is easy for you to work with to create a prototype. And then, okay, so after you choose, you want to go for a solo in a team, and then you need to find a team member on your own if you would like to go for in a team. And then next is decide whether you're eligible for junior or senior. And then you choose your team name. If you either you choose to go as a solo or as a team, you need to have a team name. And then after you decide these 3 items, and then you click to the particular link which you are eligible to. And then for registration, beside the team name, these are the details that you need to prepare before you type in, before you register. Okay, hope it's clear. And then after you register, you will receive a confirmation email that indicates your qualification to complete this challenge. So make sure you key in your valid active email address when you register, or you can use your mentor email address. Okay, so this is a registration of interest. So you no need to choose a topic or a theme, or to have a plan before register. You can register first, then only can think of a plan. So there are a few questions. So we will answer your questions later at the end of the briefing sessions. So hope guys can wait until there so that we can answer you. Okay, then, okay, this is the challenge rule part. So for this challenge, we have 2 stages. In prelim stage, the contestant have to build a prototype device that can contribute to the team of choice. So you need to build a prototype device, a physical device, and then need to submit a complete project by 23rd August. So this 23rd August is the submission due date. Okay, and then what is a project? We will explain to you what is project later. Okay, then the selected projects that qualifies to the final stage is to be announced by 30th August. So you guys need to wait for 1 week in order to get the result for those projects that are qualified to the final stage. We will announce them via email to everyone, those who submit, and also we will announce in our PAC social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So in final stage, a live presentation and judging will be held between the selected teams, which is the top 10 teams, and then along with the judges. So during the live briefing, there will be 2 steps. I mean, participant need to undergo these 2 items, which is first, you need to demonstrate the prototype to the judge. Okay, so you will get 10 minutes, you will have 10 minutes with the judges, where 5 minutes is the demonstration, and another 5 minutes is a Q&A session between the judges and the participant. Okay. Then project submission. a complete summation of a project. So a project means include 1 engineering folio and 2 video. Okay, so an engineering folio includes the summary of the whole project. I will explain to you the detail of a bit more details about engineering folio in the next slide. And then one of the videos should explain and demonstrate about the prototype. So the first video should be solely about your prototype. So how your prototype works. So what is how it makes and everything. And then the second video is about the contestants, about you and your team member, about your role and experience that throughout building this prototype. So if you register as a group, so if you compete as a group, the video from each member should be compiled into one video. Okay, and then after you prepare your project, which is consists of 1 folio and 2 video, how you going to submit is on the second item, method of submission. Compile the 2 video and the engineering folio into 1 zip file format. And then name your zip file exactly as follows. Your team name underscore state. So you, for example, Innovation Geeks, which is the team name, and Penang, which is the state. And then upload the zip file via this link. So this is the link. So gentle reminder, make sure you have a Gmail account in order to proceed for the submission. So you need to have a valid Gmail account in order to proceed of a submission. You can use your mentor Gmail account or your own Gmail account, as long as it is a Gmail account. And you need to submit the project by 23rd August. Okay. I think I will pass this to my colleague. She will explain about the submission and also the certificate for participants. So, Elisa, you can proceed.
All right, thank you. All right, okay. So hi everyone. To proceed with this e-certificate, after you are done, submit your project and everything. So what is the next step is, after you are done, submit everything inside the link that we provide. So you will receive a confirmation email that indicates you are done submitting the project. All right. Okay, so inside the confirmation email, there will be another link. That is a link focused on the certificate form. So inside the form, we need a few details about you just to generate the e-certificate of participation. So each one of you needs to fill in the form after you are done submitting the project. So for individual, there's no problem because we give the link inside the email. But for the group category, the one that submit the project, so only you will get the link from the email. So make sure you share the link to your group members, because we need each one of you to fill in the form. All right. So for the certificate form, these are the 3 details that we need from you. It is only your full name. Make sure you type correctly your full name, okay? And then your IC number and also your email address. Make sure it's a valid one, and your personal email address, because we will directly send the e-certificate to this email. All right. So please notify that we will send this certificate of participation to this email. So make sure this email is your personal one. All right. So okay. So after you send the details inside the form, we will directly give you the certificate of participation. And then if there is any problem about wrong number or wrong IC number, just get in touch with me. This is my email. So any question or any mistake you do regarding the certificate form, please send your question and your problems to this email. So I will get in touch with you after that. All right. So good luck, guys. I think that's all from this confirmation email and the certificate form. I pass back to my friend Shah. You can take over. After this, he will explain more about what is the project that you need to be submit. Okay. Okay,
Hi, thank you, Elisa. Okay, so hope you guys understand. Hope it is clear about the certificate part. Okay, once again, if you have any question, you can ask us inside the Q&A section. We will answer your question later after we finish our briefing. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, this is the part about the engineering folio that you guys need to create. So this engineering folio is to recognize the engineering design process, the journey that a team made in the phase of creating the prototype. So it should have two parts in general. First is about your prototype, and second is about your team. Okay, so throughout the process of building that and designing a prototype, you guys will, for sure, you guys will draw on a paper. Starting, you guys are going to draw on a paper as a sketch, and throughout in building the prototype, you will encounter multiple obstacles and learn some valuable lessons. So these are some of the details that you can put inside your engineering folio. This is where teams will use an engineering folio. So from kick-off throughout the day one until they submit the project. From day one, when you decide to create your project until you submit, or before you submit, you all the details you can put inside your engineering folio. So this should include sketches, your discussion and meetings, if you and then your design evolution, your first design, and then your second design, the evaluation of the design, and then the processes, your obstacle and thoughts throughout the journey. Okay, contestant may only use any means of digital program to create their engineering folio, such as not limited to Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Office Libre, WPS, and etc. So only digital means. We won't entertain you if you send us, if you deliver to us any hard copy. So for submission, the folio must be converted to PDF before compilation in zip file. Make sure you convert them into PDF format and then you submit to us. Okay, and then the engineering folio must be limited to 15 pages only, including the cover page. Page 16 onward will not be assessed as part of the folio. Okay, below are the list of content samples of the engineering folio for reference. It is not necessary to have all the contents in the folio. So this is some of the suggestions or recommended items or contents that you can include inside your folio. So I think you can go through this. First is project mission, vision, and objective. Why and what you want to achieve in order in creating this prototype. And then the point B is about your team member and about you as a contestant, your name, age, your role, and pictures of your teammates. And point C is synopsis of the project, background, where you get this idea, how your project works, and what is special about your prototype. And then the next one is design and building processes. So starting from your brainstorming, your draft, your sketches, you can include it, and then why your prototype is built in such a way, and then pictures of your project at every stages. So the first stages, how it looks, and the second stage, when you build the extra part, you put in extra items and how it looks until the final stage, and then the final model pictures from different angle. And last one is about the programming. So what language is used and why you use that particular language. And then if possible, you can add some brainstorming and solution to solve a problem. So in programming wise, what is the problem that you face? And then how you encounter the problem. And last, you need to include, highly recommended to include the printed or the picture, printed programming with explanation. So you put your code there and you explain why you put this code. What is this code but exactly means. And the last one is Gantt chart. Gantt chart is something like a process. It pictures, it show you the flow on of your team completing the prototype. So like stage 1, what you do. So, and then stage 2, what you need to do until when. Stage 3 takes how long and what you need to do until stage 3, and final stage and how long it takes to complete final stage. That's his Gantt chart. And just a note, just a reminder, you may use acronyms and short forms, but at your own risk. If the judges cannot understand it, it can be helped. Okay. And hope it is clear for you. So if you have any question on that part, you can add in, you can ask us in the Q&A. We'll answer you later. Okay, about the video format. So you need to submit 2 videos. The first video that solely explain on how the prototype works and how it is programmed. So the first part is about your prototype itself. So you need to name your video as video 1 prototype name. So name as a prototype. For example, you write as video 1 underscore automatic dispenser if that is your prototype name. And second one is a video of contestants sharing their roles. In second video is about you and your team member. So you can explain about your role and experience. What is the challenges you face, and how you might develop the project further if you have more idea, if you have more time. So you need to name your second video as video 2 team name. For example, video 2 innovation gig. So if that is your team name. And each video should not exceed 3 minutes. So if a video exceed the 3 minutes, so the part of the video which is more than 3 minutes won't be entertained. So we won't assess or evaluate the video which is above 3 minutes. That 3 minute, the part which is above 3 minutes. So we're gonna stop until the third minute. And then the quality of the video must be 480p and above, which is common. I think you can even use your phone. And last, your format should be in MP4 format. Okay, so this is important. Final stage. So during the presentation and judging. So as mentioned, contestant will have to present their prototype live in PAC Facebook with the judges. Okay, so we will this presentation, live presentation and judging will be telecast live on PAC on our Facebook, on our PAC page Facebook. A briefing session will be held in Zoom webinar. So in the same platform like this Zoom webinar, with the qualified contestant, with the top 10 contestant, which they qualified to the final, before we telecast them live in Facebook. This is just to make sure the live session goes smoothly, and the contestant will be notified by email the details regarding the briefing session and live judging. So this is the tentative agenda of the briefing on the live presentation judging. So those finalists need to check in. So we will send them a link, something like today. So it will be a different link. So you need to check in, register, and then we will explain the flow, who gonna go first, and then how long they need to present everything. So the first 5 team, we anticipate the first 5 team gonna be on the first, on the morning session. So then we're gonna have a break for 2 hours, and then the second 5 team gonna be on the second half. Although we split them into 5 team before and after, but during the day, all the 10 teams must take part. We highly recommend them to take part during the brief judging session. We won't really go through the criteria in detail. So just to explain, we're gonna assess on the project, on your programming, on your engineering design is basically on your prototype on the mechanical and electronic part. And then last is on your presentation for those who are qualified, who are selected to the final stage. Okay, this is a timeline. So some of you asked the question, when is the due date, when you can start to submit, when is the last day to submit, when to register. So everything are here. First, last week we released the registration. So it starts on 1st of July, and we're gonna close the registration on 17th of July. So again, for those who are interested but you don't have any idea or any on how to create a prototype, you can register first just to book just to register, just to book your name in the challenge, and then you can think of what type or what team you want to choose. So if you download the slide, maybe at the end of the session I will share a link. You can download the slide, or you can even go to our PSC Penang Science Cluster Facebook page. Our website pscpn.com. So we already put there the rules and the registration link. And then today is the live briefing session. And then project submission due date is by 11:59 midnight, 22nd August. So when you can start submit, you can start submit even today if you already complete your project. Okay, hope that's clear. You can even start to submit your project if you already feel like your project, you already finish your project, you can even start submit now. But make sure you submit before 23rd August. Okay, deadline of registration is 17 July. Sorry, I think, yeah, my mistake. Sorry, I think it's 17 August. My mistake, it should be 17 August, we'll change here. So deadline of registration is 17 August. Thank you for bringing this up. Okay, and then, okay, finalist announcement. We will announce and notify everyone, those who submit their project by 30th of August. So on 30th August, you will know which team will be selected to the final stage. And then the final stage will be live on 5th and 6th. 5th is for junior category and 6th on 5th and 6th of September. The first day is Saturday for junior, and the second day is Sunday for senior category. All right. Okay, this is the prizes. I think you can just go through the prizes. Okay, so that's all for the rule. So I think let's go to the questions part. So we have FAQ Paclet. We already posted there the anticipated questions that we're gonna get from the participants. So let's go through that. Okay. So I have 3 teams that consist of special needs student. What you mean by special needs student who are interested in joining, please advise. So I'm not sure what you mean by special needs student, but in order to participate, you need to have your own device and you need to familiar with the device before you participate. As long as they feel they can compete in this competition and they have the device, they have the skills, then there should not be a problem. Okay, they can create that, they can be a team, then they can submit and make sure, as long as they have a mentor to guide them. and then you can submit. Oh yeah, we don't have a special need division here. I'm sorry for that. So we have only junior and category. Depends on their age. Yeah. Okay, it is allowed. Is it allowed to create software for the competition, although it is not recommended? It is not allowed. Okay, you can create, you can submit, but we won't. It's something like okay. It has been stated inside the FAQ. Will I be disqualified if I am not making a physical prototype? Can it be some sort of software that runs on a laptop or Raspberry Pi? First, yes, you have to build a physical prototype in order to qualify in this competition. And a software only is not allowed. You can submit, you can register, but my concern is I'm not sure whether you will be qualified to the final stage. Okay. I hope that answer your question. And then what is the official website for the competition? We don't have a specific official website. You just need to click PSCPN. I will type here. You can pair a physical prototype with software. Yes, that's what we are looking for. You can pair the physical prototype with a software. Almost. So let me go through the FAQ so that you guys will be, hopefully you guys enlightened, and hopefully there's no more questions and you are clear with the things. So I will key in inside the chat our PFC website, pscpen.com. So you can click that and you can go look for competition virtual open design. Okay, so before we end, I will go through the Q&A slide, Padlet. So hopefully you are clear with this. Okay, the first one is, I think I already explained the first the question. The second one is, can my brother be my mentor? Okay. Yes, your brother can be your mentor as long as they are adult. So it means 21 years and above, and they are allowed to be mentor. A mentor is someone that can guide you throughout the competition and also just to supervise and convey any information or updates regarding the competition to the team member. And then are the electronic parts required for this project provided, or do we have to buy our own? If yes, if we have to buy ourselves, where can we get them? Okay. You will have to, you need to have your own hardware and software, which is the electronic part, in order to participate in this challenge. Second, there is no restriction on the hardware and software that you can use. However, we recommend you to use those you have already familiar with. We do not have a particular suggestion on where you should get the items. So you may get from any of your vendor of interest. So anyway, if you would like us to suggest, we can suggest to you a local company that sells these educational electronic parts. So I already attached a link. The link is my.citron.io. So I can up inside the link here, inside the chat, my.citron.io. I'm sorry, can I include an app and website in my project? Yes, you can include app and website, but you cannot submit only app and website. So as long as you have a physical, you have a physical prototype included with an app to integrated with the so-called project, and also a website to explain about your prototype, and that's should be fine. Okay. Can me and my cousin from different state join in a team? Yes, you can, as long as you are comfortable to work with the project, on the project together. Okay. If you are a remote, remote, right? peralihan, kelas peralihan remote. So I am currently 18 years old in Form 5. Am I still eligible to participate? Yes, you are eligible to participate in this challenge because you are still considered as 17 years old in school. Okay, is there a limit on the maximum size of zip file submitted? Yes, it should not be more than 300 megabyte. Thank you, Annabelle, to share the link. You can even share this Padlet link to them so that they can refer if they have any more questions. And even you guys can comment in this Padlet if you have more questions in the future. And then I already explained about Gantt chart. And then, am I eligible to join competition if I do not build workable prototype, but only preparing the engineering folio? No. Okay. All right. So what happened if my video have exceeded the limit specified? Will I be qualified? We will not disqualify you, but the video content more than the limit time will not be assessed. Okay. Is it okay for team participation for a team or individual without a mentor as stated in the rules? What are the function of a mentor? It will be better if you have a mentor. I already explained what is mentor earlier. Okay, I will share the link of the Padlet. Actually, the link is inside the rule. So if you just go to the last slide of the rule, just below the prizes, there will be a link. For this Padlet, you can just go to this Padlet and go for look through the questions, and even you can add your own question. Then, which medium of language should I be using for my engineering folio and the competition presentation? We encourage you to use either English or Bahasa Melayu only, so that all of us can understand and easy for the judges to give marks to you. Yes, okay. So how will I know that my team's submission is received after sending the project, which is one folio, two video? You will receive a confirmation email. So make sure you register. When you register, you submit with a valid email. Highly recommended to use Gmail. What attire should I be wearing for the recorded presentation and live presentation? Please wear decent attire. We recommended smart casual attire. So your appearance during the presentation might provide or might contribute some marks. Okay. Can I join this competition if I don't have a mentor? You may need to have an adult mentor in order to participate in this competition. The mentor just means to supervise and convey any information or update regarding the competition to the team. Your mentor can be as those who are close, who are around you, can be your parent, can be your brother, can be any guardian, and easy for you to access. They do not need to have relevant background in this subject. So if this thing about engineering, you need to click a robot. So they don't really need to be an engineering background in order for them to be your mentor. Okay. So what else? How do you ensure everyone will be back after the break? Okay, so this question is for the finalists. So we will have a 2-hour break, and then we will need to bring everyone back inside the inside the judging, inside the presentation Zoom webinar. So those teams who have not yet been judged need to come back after the break. They have to come back so that they will be judged, and then so that we will know who will get the prizes. Then while those teams that haven't been judged and fail to join the judging session will be disqualified. So you guys need to be part of the judging session regardless. of you already being judged or you have if or not. Okay, my mark will be my mark will deducted if it exceed 3 minutes. Nope, we will not deduct the marks, but the video content that exceeds the 3 minutes will not be assessed. Okay, we have a question here. If I join the online learning category, what you mean by online learning category? Such as create a website. Okay, you is a online platform. It's an online platform to create a website. What kind of physical prototype should I create? Can you please give me an advice? Any physical prototype, as long as your physical prototype contribute to the theme, to the title. The title is pandemic, and we have 3 themes: frontliner, distant learning, and third one is safety measure. If your prototype contribute benefits any one of these theme, then you should not be a problem. So you can submit or you can participate in this competition. During the Facebook Live, must we be together or can we stay at our individual houses? Saturday and Sunday quite hard to find a proper place together. Okay, you can stay. So you mean can we be together means is it your team member or along with the judges? If you participate as a team, so 3 of you are highly recommended to be together, and it should not be a problem now for 3 of you to be together. I think because now you can even go, I mean the MCO, Movement Control Orders, doesn't restrict, allow us, is okay, they allow us to go, I mean together as long as the doesn't exceed, I think if I'm not mistaken 250, but yeah, 3 of you should not be a problem. And then if you are referring to judges, yes, you have to stream live in Zoom webinar from your house. Okay, if you are a team, highly recommended to be together. But if you cannot be together, you can live from your own house also. But it might be not convenient for you to present during your during the presentation. So if you feel it is convenient, then it should not be a problem. Okay, you can, yeah, hope that answer your question. And then we have one more here, sir. Will the recorded of this meeting will be available on any online platform later? Yes, we're gonna update in our PSC page. We will gonna up the link for this recorded for this briefing in our PSC page. And yeah, even we're gonna put the link inside this Paclet. Okay, must our mentor be with us during presentation? No need. No need. Your mentor, perhaps your mentor should not be part of the presentation actually. So only the participants, the contestants are allowed to be in the webinar, the Zoom webinar. Okay, I hope that answer your question. So, okay, what else? What if I write something different from the reference, will I get extra mark? Okay, yes, the references means the content that is inside the rule. Okay, depends on what additional content. If it is a good, then you may get extra mark. Okay, can I create a software without a physical prototype? If I join the distant learning category, I'm not sure what you mean by distant learning category. If not, what physical prototype is valid for the category? We don't have distant learning. Oh, you mean the theme. So if you choose to create a prototype that contribute to distant learning, so you need to create a prototype. So if you ask us what prototype yet you can create, is like you are asking us the answer. I'm afraid that I cannot give you what type of prototype. You can even go YouTube. You can just Google some of the device that help on distance learning. Maybe you can get some idea there, or you can go for any maker web page. So they have a lot of DIY stuff, electronic DIY stuff that helps on distance learning. Can I be a mentor for more than one group? Yes, you may be a mentor. You can be a mentor for more than one group as long as uh, their answer. I mean, they submit the project for both category is not the same. I mean, for the both team are not the same. So both of them submit the same project with the same concept, with the same title. So for sure, we have to consider that as a plagiarism, where both of the team might be disqualified. As long as both teams submit different project with different title, you can be a mentor for both of the team. And I hope I have answered that question. Okay. Okay, then we have one more question here. Can I include an app or website that interacts or exchange data with the physical prototype? The website is not to explain the project. Yes, as long as you have a physical prototype. So can I include an app or website that interacts or exchange data with the physical prototype? As long as you have a physical prototype, I'm not sure. Any of you, Sean or Jared, any of you, you have a better explanation? I can allow you to speak. Sean, you would like to try? Hi, Sean.
Right. So for the physical prototype for distance learning, one of the examples I can give you is like an AR glass, but it's not necessary for you to build that. It's just an example.
And I hope it helps. And one more, Sean, I need your help on explaining this question. The question is, can I include an app or website that interacts or exchange data with the physical prototype?
Well, to answer that question, it depends on what your physical prototype is. Is the physical prototype built by you, or is it something that already exists and you just create an app or website to interact with the existing item? If the physical prototype is built by you, then yes, you may include an app or website to interact or exchange data. But if the physical prototype is something that's already available, pre-built on the market, then I think the answer to that question is no.
So I hope we answer your question. So just to conclude, the prototype, okay, the prototype is built by me. My project involves IoT. So if the prototype is by you solely and you have an app to interact with that prototype that you built, I think should not be a problem. I think that is what Sean also, uh, Sean mean, right? Correct, right? Sean?
Yeah, correct.
Yep. So if this is your own prototype, so it should not be a problem. Okay, we have another question. Will there be any changes to the rule after this? If yes, okay, I think Jared can answer that. If yes, will we be informed? Yes, you guys will be informed, but we won't be. There won't be any more changes in the rule after this. We will make sure that if there is any, we will inform you. We will personally notify those who register. So those who haven't registered yet, you need to stay update on our just click the link of the rule in our webpage lah. Suddenly COVID-19 second wave. I think COVID-19 second wave, we will update you if there is any changes. So for those, so we're gonna update inside the rule, and also if there is a need, we're gonna update in our Facebook also. So stay tuned with our PAC page in PAC Facebook page. So what you mean by, okay, I think that's all. So I hope you guys are clear on the rules and all the question that you guys ask us. Okay, there's one more. Will our video submission be used for the advertisement purpose? I'm not sure what advertisement, but no, we won't be using for, we won't even publicize your video. We gonna only list down the names of the team, those who win the competition in our Facebook Live. So we won't be using your videos without your permission. So if there is a need, if you would like to use, we're gonna ask you. We will ask you before we proceed. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So we have 10 more minutes. So whoever have questions, I think you guys can just post inside the Padlet. Okay. So any of you, Sean, Annabelle, all the panelists, any of you would like to say something before you stop? Before we end this? Anyone? Okay. So I think that's all from us. So we will share the link of this recorded version of the briefing inside the Padlet and also in our website, together with the rule in our website, and also in these two platforms. Okay, so thank you for attending the briefing. So I will end this session now.